So we'll see if they have anything go down. As we've seen, team fighting champions are insane. My suggestion for those of you playing Nexus Blitz at home, if you're in the jungle position, actually farm your jungle. It's worth an insane amount of golden experience, and be ready for it to respawn. It's absolutely worth it. You want to maximize your farm in between events and then focus on the events, but that's if you want to try hard in a clearly not try hard mode, which is fine. I do that all the time.
100%, yeah.
But this is kind of my go-to for the quick game when you want it. Try out champions, learn stuff, but it's so cool to see such skilled players in such a new and unique environment.
So I've seen Amumu be really strong, Master Yi, Kennen with some of the big champions that I thought, Akali as well, were some of the champions that I thought looked pretty good. And to me, having never played the game mode, maybe AoE wave clear junglers were good. I don't know. What do you think, Chad?
AoE's good. I think AD carries are slept on in this mode. On fire, or if you do an AD carry jungler, it's a really good way to get resources. And I do think that, like, Alistar, just having one Alistar who runs in between lanes when you have two carry lanes and then like another support and a tank in the jungle is my ideal team comp.
Wait, there are 2 lanes?
There are 2 lanes.
I've only ever seen everyone group in the mid lane.
Mid and bot, they are very close together. And
Right.
I played the first iteration of Nexus Blitz. I haven't played this one yet. A lot. Like, a lot. And Wukongs and Rumbles did surprisingly well.
Yeah.
Fairly low cooldowns on the ultimates to a degree, and like just the impact on the map, because everything's so condensed, you just get mega value from those ultis, and both, I think the Wukong and Rumble were locked in there for Team East. So there's a brutal combination once we start getting down to some of those Ring of Fire Battle Royale type battles.
Yep, presence of mind because of all the kills and assists as well happens. But a lot of the runes have actually changed for this map as well, like Super Magical Boots happen earlier. Gathering Storm ticks every 4 minutes instead of every 10 minutes. So there is stuff that is actually made to make sense in this 20-minute or less game mode. So I really like it.
And there's one thing that we haven't seen yet in the 2 Nexus Blitz that I am hoping and praying happens. I want this game to go to the mega ultra late game, because if a game is not over by, I think it's 18 minutes, your Nexus will get up and become the super mega minion it always wanted to be and walk to the enemy Nexus to attempt to kill it. Depending on how many towers you've secured along the way, I have seen my own Nexus int by running into the enemy several times. So I want to see those Nexuses doing battle. Jet, what do you make of the first early setup here? Because it looks like the Team East are pushing into the west.
Yeah, wards are really important in a lot of the brushes that move between the 2 lanes and between the lanes in the jungle. Also, a lot of cheeky players in your first few games of Nexus Blitz actually try and counter jungle the other team's big wolf camp. It's a good way to get ahead, but it doesn't look like that'll be possible in this one as both teams are starting up there.
We are actually seeing an AD carry support duo jungle, something you've talked a little bit about.
I think it works.
Jat, something that you can just funnel resources into your AD carry, but already some aggression in the bot lane.
Really nicely done. Fugo and Seiya getting an advantage there onto Rocky and Pabu. The Pyke Wukong going to have some difficulties in these early levels. So we need to see Team West getting a good advantage from the 2v2 benefits they've got right now.
Yeah, and this game really usually has its first conflict after the jungles take the first 3 camps. So they actually have played this before. Did you just see what they just did? Broken Blade and Double Doge. I got excited about this. So the big wolf explodes and does a ton of damage. They pulled the raptors up to the wolf to explode it on 2 camps at once, therefore clear faster.
Oh, very nicely done. Double Doge and Broken Blade trying to bring one back for Team West. And they've actually played this and really thought out the duo, because it's double smite as well on the Zyra Khan combo, and that's going to become very impactful, not only the duo, but as the team fights and the little mini games start to become alive.
So Jat, talk me through these buffs. There's clearly a red and a blue buff. Do they matter at all?
They're super powerful, actually, and they actually go to the 2 closest people when it dies.
Oh, very, very close. There goes Master Yi, forced to jump in, flash away. This is a 4 versus 4. The poison's not going to be enough just yet. Syros burns down. First blood picked up by Jizuke on Cassiopeia.
So good early kill coming out from Team West. There's a big fight happened around that important red buff. I'm not entirely sure who ended up securing it, but with that early kill going over to the hands of Cassio, that's going to start that snowball for Jizuke.
And also, didn't Jizuke play Cassiopeia in the NA versus EU matchup to open All-Star?
He's played a lot of Cassiopeia during this event. Pyke v Pyke able to get on the hook real easy, but Double Doge and Broken Blade looking real good. Still red buff, both level 5, and a blue buff that they can still take.
I felt like Flugo was playing the bait game there. It looked like Pabu and Rocky initiated, but there was no further follow-up. So small advantage to Team West. They got the red, they got themselves a kill, and they're already off to a good start.
So what does a red buff actually do? Because I can see it on top of the pike right now. That's the little infernal thing.
It does the same things that red buff does on live, just way more power. Same with blue buff.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
All right, looks like Plugo's going to be in some trouble here. Not enough follow-up damage, down to 100. Ignite is going to be ticking down. This will be close. Manages to catch the clone, not enough follow-up, and Rocky easily picks up the kill.
So he could have just gone into non-vision, and he would have regenerated, right?
Yeah.
So definitely a bit of an oopsie there. But I guess he gets back to base faster, can buy his serrated Dirk.
I also think
with that.
non-vision is a great term. I'm going to stick with that one for a little bit. Pabu, I'm looking, does he have flash available? If he wanted to go for the hook, he could have, but decided against it. Jizuke got the petrifying gaze. And of course, there's the mid lane, Vedius. MLXG.
Yeah, I know that one.
And the one we were just looking down bottom.
But
where
I've always just seen everyone in the mid lane, so I always was surprised that there was a second one. Now, loot Veigar. I'm going to assume that means that you're going to hunt a Veigar and try and steal his loot.
There you go.
Be careful, he can fight back. So unlike Luke, Veigar casts spells, so it's an occasional Dark Matter, an occasional Event Horizon, but every once in a while, and we might not see this, he just casts multiple Event Horizons and a bunch of Dark Matter, so you never know.
I certainly hope we get it this time around. It is an odds game. I love the random factor to it.
All right, where is he?
You can see Veigar's HP bar on top of your screen.
That doesn't seem fair.
This is how the game works.
Well, it's because they're behind in gold.
Oh, okay.
It's been designed that way, really helping out. He hasn't cast too many yet. The equalizer actually thrown down by Seros. The team fight's going to break out. Pabu's the first one to go down, killed by Plugo. That's a lot of damage already. Veigar's running for his life. Nobody's hitting him yet. Seiya finally realizes, but he's caught inside the Event Horizon. All right, Veigar turns back around, and Team East simply not going to be in a position to fight. This is so well done by the West. They will get caught by a very small Dark Matter.
Chain lightning after move. Is that Static Shiv?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Static Shiv on all 5 people for the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
And they got like a super win for that event because they seem to do like every bit of damage to Veigar, which means they got all the gold out.
And you can look at where the Dragon indicator would be. That's the indicator that they've got themselves the lightning. Of course, there's an early kill already picked up in the Dumble Joes. The slicing Maelstrom goes in. That's a double kill sitting for the West. It's a trade back as Broken Blade goes down. Everybody's in the fight and everybody's dying. But it's Faker that's turning this around. He's got himself a double kill. Turns his attention onto the Red Sentinel as Jizuke gets exhausted, but he's got enough damage in the cleanse to burn through. It's a 4 for 3 in favor of the West. The from the meditate keeps Faker alive, and he's even got the audacity to dodge in front of Jizuke's force.
Faker, no matter where he is, still able to pull out a lot of those mechanics. Peanut, the brilliant strategy of putting him in for the next Splits game.
Oh, that was beautiful. The Hex Flash into the Bone Skewer. Nicely set up by Plugo. 66 in kills.
Oh, I love all the laughs that are coming out. The smile on Faker's face. That's what many fans have been longing to see for a while. The guy still Faker playmaker on the Lee Sin, not Lee Sin, right? Master Yi, 201 right now. Is that a jungle item that he's completed?
Yeah. So that's just, the jungle items are all actually very strong. It's the same trio of jungle items you would see on live as far as what they do.
Right.
So that's attack speed, red one's attack damage, blue one is AP.
A lot of fights going on at the moment as Team West is pushing in behind the tower. Faker decides to go forward. They've already got Jizuke. Jizuke was way out of place, got caught by that Bone Skewer and chunked down. West have got themselves a 3,000 gold lead, which is substantial. But we need to see how these minigames continue to play out because that is the game changer. Boo! Oh, he just gets blown right up, Vedius.
Careful what you hook in when you got the static shift buff on red team.
This will be the first tower of the game going down towards Team West as well. So this early game looking pretty promising, but I do know that the events are pretty good ways to come back.
Yeah.
However, I have noticed that when an event starts, the team with the gold lead seems to automatically be at an advantage in these events anyway.
Well, occasionally, right? If you have the gold lead, the event is usually biased towards the losing team.
Right. But what about the 1v1s that sometimes happen?
I think it just happens. Yeah, you just gotta fight it out.
So we got prize fight coming off. This is one of my favorite events. As you can see, the teams will face off in a series 2v2s. And if it works out to be a tie, then the final 1v1 will determine which team wins the battle. And of course, the players selected is by total gold value.
Yeah, the 2v2s are random. It's the 1v1 at the end, which is right. So Broken Blade doesn't get to play this with Dumbledoge, but he does have red buff going in, which is going to be pretty nice.
This just feels so bad. An Ornn and a Pyke versus Xayah and Kennen. Xayah is going to be able to pick up a kill before anything can happen, and Pablo just gets blown up. All right, RNG, Rumble Yi.
Oh, God.
Oh, my word. Okay, Seros, he absolutely botches the equalizer. It's going to be up to Faker. Seros comes back in. Oh, damage is up. Double supports. They managed to pick this up. Faker goes down.
And now Rocky has to take on...
Wow, the double support combo.
Because it was a 2v2 win, Rocky has a chance to go after everyone.
But it's the double support. How can anyone beat this combo?
Flash!
That's funny, he has the flash. Okay, that's
okay.
This should work out pretty well. Plugo's got some support here. Oh, this is going to go bad. Crushing blow helps so much. The
Heal, Rocky, heal!
The honey fruit keeps Rocky alive. But I think one more hit
is going to get out of this one.
Yeah. No,
by the way, if you're not fighting, you burn to death.
Oh.
I did not know that.
Well, I don't think he did either.
The catapult is really, really fun. You can jump into the catapult from base, and it just shoots you somewhere on the map.
Oh, is it random?
No. You can target where you want to go.
Okay.
But once you've targeted where you want to go, you cannot change the path in any way.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, and it just becomes problematic when you try to jump into team fights later, because by time you land after the travel, the fight could be over.
Right.
I have, on more than one occasion, flown to my death after stepping into the cannon.
Oh, man. So, because they've won back-to-back events now, they're feeling pretty strong. But you never know if they can turn around.
They're already down. That's a really good engagement. It's a 1-for-2 trade in favor of the West. Faker will get taken down. That's
Looking
a
for the
triple.
Penta.
That's an on-fire Pyke.
We already got one. That's a Quadra. Chase down Seros. Come on, West. Get
Here
the
it is.
Penta kill for Plugo.
And now as well, Pyke being on fire, reduced cooldowns, deal more damage, take more damage, worth more gold. Gets pretty crazy.
And this is the solo flame Pyke that you wanted to see, chat. You can see how much damage is pulling up. He's looking for another combo.
Oh, Plugo is destroying the East. Come on, I think we win this fight. Bone Skewer goes up, won't find the kill. Support coming in from Xayah. That's another one. Xayah picks up the kill, though. The Ornn Horn is poor, but there's no follow-up. Here comes Plugo once more, dashing in for the damage. 29 kills already on the board, and we're not done yet. All right, the West is doing very, very well. Nearly 10,000 gold up. Nexus Blitz seems to be where we are thriving as a half of the world. I was going to say
as a hemisphere.
Well, is it hemisphere? Is he still working?
I will go with it anyway. The
I'll go with
West
different word for
hemisphere.
that.
There is a different word, but I'm just going to go with the other word for hemisphere.
Now, we've got to keep our eyes on Faker still, because he is still level 12. The Master... Why do I keep saying Lee Sin? The Master Yi still feels pretty strong, and he's only going to get stronger as the game progresses. But I want to know how he can be set on fire, Jan. How does he get to that state?
Well, anyone who gets set on fire, it's after a certain number of kills and assists. Usually 4 kills in a row will give you on fire, but also assists contribute towards it as well. Here's another fight.
All right, so he goes in with a slicing maelstrom. Important.
Oh, huge
25
ulti.
seconds until the next minigame, but look at this! Absolutely destroying the East. It's a quadra kill for Broken Blade, an ace for the West, and 15 seconds till the next minigame.
And now Xayah's on fire as well. This could be a quick one, but it looks like we're going to make it to at least Paranoia.
But what a beautiful ultimate from Jizuke, landing onto 4 members to just set up for the Wombo combo to come out from the West. Beautifully done from the West squad. But now we have the on fire. Is it just... Oh, the darkness is involved as well.
Yeah. So everyone is under the effect of Nocturnaut right now. So it's actually pretty...
Oh, it's almost dead.
He recalled and it moved too fast.
Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? He fired in the cannon, but the ring was traveling quicker than it.
Wait, Jizuke's dead as well.
It's a 3 versus 5.
Here comes the Ornn.
This is how the East can turn this one around. Look at how it is favoring the team that is behind. They have next turrets to help, and they will be winning this little game. Plugo hops over the wall. Woo, but the West is going to hit a 1 versus 4. East are going to be able to pick this up.
Plugo won't do it. it. He can't do it.
He's going to lose the on-fire status. He's going to lose the minigame. And now the extra regeneration will help the East out.
They won Mega Ocean Drake. So this is like, to use an example for Mega Cloud Drake, which is another reward you could get, would give you 250 out-of-combat move speed. So that's the level. It's like 6 Ocean Drakes in normal SR they have for the next.
Ooh, that's a big Rumble ulti.
Is indeed. A couple cannons landed on top, but look at this.
Oh,
East
boy.
is not coordinated enough. Regen is only useful when you are alive, and they are not alive just yet. Rocky jumps in and is immediately taken out. Seros running for his life, and Flugo finds himself face planting in behind the rock. That was so beautifully done. Flugo hops over the wall, pops down the ulti, and it looks like a 14-minute win is on the cards here for the West. The Nexus turrets are being demolished as they stand. The Rift Herald is summoned inside the base, but here comes the East. They've got one last attempt to save the day. I don't think they will do it. The Nexus
Dancing Herald
is being hammered down, and we were denied a Dancing Herald in the previous game. We may not be denied one now.
Wait, Inhibitor
has respawned. The East
has
have been saved to live another day. They're turning this fight around. The minions are empowered thanks to that Herald buff, and the Inhibitor is still standing.
There it is.
The West will get the kills, the West will get the Nexus, and the West will win Nexus Blitz.
And depending on who you talk to, maybe the whole East versus West event. It just depends how you decide to score.
Oh, man. That was a